Alright, let's see here. If I put this in... Yep.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Yes?
Registering new owner. Captain.
Welcome to the crew, Sam.
SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
Uh-huh.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you, customer. Warning! Raptidon claws carry bacteria and have the potential to cause organic death due to massive amounts of blood loss. Service cancellation request processing.
So, where did you come from?
All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box.
No, I mean, I want to know more about you.
Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
Oh, well, in that case, what do you say, Sam? You want to help me clean up this colony?
That stubborn stains. Leave them for Sam.
Alright, back to work, Sam.
Think there's a generator somewhere?
Alright, here we go. Maintenance mode is active, minimal functions available. Generator mode maintenance, 2% output. Modified generator mode normal. Disabling emergency lighting, activating facility lights, activating security protocols, activating air recyclers, flushing toilets, error flushing toilets. Generator mode change complete. 100% output. There we go. Status report. Sensor detected the new laboratory scent air freshener is running low. Work order already exists. The existing work order was opened 991 days ago, and was last accessed 991 days ago.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation.
What? What current situation? What's going on, Ada?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
Wait.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you?
Hello?
No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
The smuggler's been handled. Your team isn't cleared to dock at the station.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station security systems. Can't be too careful. We hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
You shouldn't even know about the station, soldier, let alone interface with it.
Shit. Thanks for the warning. Last thing I need is to get fined for overriding security on a restricted station. My team and I will just head out then.
Alright.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
Nice.
Great.
I've never been great at de-escalation.
Yeah.
What? I think they're still alive in there.
Let's worry about that later. Let's see here. Modify systems access protocols. Insert sublight override cartridge. Here we go. Did that do it? Do I not have to worry about...
We've seen that name before, back in Cascadia.
Chartrand. No, I don't recall that name. Yeah, this definitely looks like a human. Dr. James Guthrie, alive, extremely unstable condition, status setting active. Subject will need extensive nucleine resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. So sorry it ended up like this, James. We will come back for you all and fix this. I swear on it. Please forgive us, Dr. Ava Chartrand, Dr. Laurelie Fall. The hell did they do here?
Whew, here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well, I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go.
Thank you!
Complete.
Alright then. Oh. Yeah, that's for later. Let's see. Oh. Clara. Okay. And, let's see. Oh. Opal. Alright. I think we're ready to go now, right? Only one way to find out.
Well, this is the spot. You know,
Yeah.
I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end.
But
I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
you were a family. I'm sorry they're gone, Nyoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Caution!
Sure. Oh. Here comes the queen.
Sam cleans it up. Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Well, there it is. Excuse me. I really need to eat. Well, there it is.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
You're leaving the medallions here. Suppose that's wise. Go ahead.
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting at the things you point at.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Outstanding.
Great.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
Yeah, I investigated that distress signal from Roseway.
What's that? Speak up now.
About those secrets you asked me to look for?
What'd you turn up?
I found a toothpaste formula, but then I unfound it.
Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you.
Found a prototype weapon schematic from Force, but I lost it.
Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here.
I did acquire some research on Raptidon Musk. Interested?
Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious.
Yeah.
Someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war.
That excursion you sent me on was no cakewalk, lady.
Fair's fair. No one ever said old Gladys was a cheapskate. No, sir. And I'm not about to let them start. Here. Consider it hazard pay.
Thank you. I think that's it.
Are you positive? Honest to goodness?
Yeah, I'm certain there's nothing left.
Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Alright, well, my engineer's here is she is looking to do some deep cleansing. Wants to impress Chief Junlei.
I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself.
Oh.
High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got them, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such. Me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
You got a preference, Pravati?
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny, miny, moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
Then why are you asking me? Why you're letting me pick? Well, when it comes to romance, you can't go wrong with the classics. I'll take the rosish.
We didn't have anything rosish in Edgewater. I heard it smells real pretty, though.
I'll just wrap that up for
Sure it does.
since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear.
Thanks for your time, Gladys.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I sure do.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
So, there's your soap.
Thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
I mean, is this really necessary?
Surely, Captain. When I got everything all planned out, all I gotta do is follow the steps. Then I don't got time to be nervous.
Alright, well. Oh. We'll get it done.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical's safe return. I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
You'll also find some automech salvage awaiting new owners?
I'll have those dismantled. You can never be too careful when moving into someone else's territory.
Sure.
Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
Well, a UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Rare gas in a lab that tested it on people? Could have been a coincidence.
You have an eye for patterns. Good. We need more contractors like you. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
The truth about the human tailbone?
I'm thinking more along the lines of the sapient species paradox.
Oh, I read about that in one of my magazines. She's talking about aliens,
Did you?
right?
Aliens.
Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
The Sapiens Paradox. You think this is about the discovery of intelligent life?
Wrong. I think it's about intelligent life discovering us. Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
I knew it. Aliens from other worlds been visiting Halcyon.
At least one of your crew can keep an open mind. But this isn't some aetherwave serial millstone. This is reality.
Aliens.
I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
Damn, she's serious.
No.
Tragic, ain't it? What age does to your mental faculties?
Your crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on.
Right.
I assume you have questions?
Yeah, a few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
When you say aliens, what are we talking about here?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced.
Right.
This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
I don't know. I haven't seen any evidence of aliens.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
Well, how do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you?
Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know.
We're coming to get you, Lilia.
Tobias, get my knife. The big one.
Oh.
That was a joke. Ha. We each get one. Now, back to business.
I really don't know what to make of this, Lilia.
If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind.
Who's
Dr.
that?
Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does Dr. Shartan need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
And when did Sublight get so principled?
It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add Savior of Humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
I don't know, the labs I passed through, they didn't seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because
No.
some of us would call that excessive.
Maybe.
Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
So where does Shartan fit into your alien conspiracy theory exactly?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
Well, the thing is, murder isn't covered under my contract or employment agreement.
Just think of it as salvaging hope from the smoking wreckage of humanity. This is your initiation into a future with Sublight. Want a steady position in our ranks? Buy one with a bullet.
And what do I get for joining up?
Well, there's your usual fee. What else do you want? A promotion? It's yours.
Oh.
Even better. I'll owe you one.
Well, this sounds messy, but I'll take the job.
This key card will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand
The
says.
alien
She's
overlords.
compromised down to the
Overlords.
bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
You mind? Trying to have a moment here.
Are you Rosanna Trask?
Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something?
Looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. I'm told he lived around here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
If you know where Trask is, you want to tell me.
That's Harlow's mark. No mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
Maybe you should worry about yourself.
Hey, easy. I'm just trying to go about my day. Don't need some hired thug glaring me down. Rufus and his band of merry gun hands are hiding out in Emerald Vale. I swear, that's all I know.
Well, I've got a few more questions.
Not inclined to answer your questions. Not after the way you talked to me.
You're right. I was rude, and I apologize for that.
Yeah, all right. What else did you need?
Bitch. So you and Trask split up, eh?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Huh. Sounds familiar, Felix.
He must have been recruiting, gathering up his band of revolutionaries.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
Well, he told me that Trask betrayed him. Do you know anything about that?
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
He didn't tell you anything about Harlow?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
I says that too. That's all I wanted to know. I'll leave you be.
Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
Sure, none taken. Bitch.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
What makes you say that?
Right. You just stumbled into a camp full of armed strangers because you wanted directions. How much is Harlow paying you?
I'm doing this as a favor.
A favor, huh? Let me guess. He promised you some reward in the brave new world that was to come. Said he'd make you his lieutenant if you crossed me off. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Well, why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
What's the worst that could happen? Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you?
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All the palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
You're saying Harlow's been using me?
Huh. You? Me? This kid you've got with you. His whole damn crew. Harlow's been using all of us. You're just the latest in a long string of lies.
We're not done yet. I've got questions.
Say your piece.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
And what was Harlow doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Well, you're asking me to take you for your word. Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at him.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Alright, I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not gonna kill you, Trask, but I am gonna ask you for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Thanks. Take care. Oh. These receipts detail payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services. Included are the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifests, and the sum value of all cargo delivered to board authorities. Oh boy. Things are not looking well for you, Harlow.
What's the word?
It's done. Trask is dead.
So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
And Trask had some things to say about you. And I've got my own misgivings.
Trask told me you've been working for the board, Harlow.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
You've been bought off. I've got the receipts here.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we met, you told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employers?
How should I know? But what the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Incoming!
Excuse me? You gotta be kidding me.
Get past that armor! That's the last of them.
No, I'm afraid it's not.
Incoming!
Gotta get past that armor!
Here I go! Nothing personal, I swear.
Did I
Heads up! Tossball kick! That's how it's done!
Oh boy. What a mess.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Well, you never really know what's going on inside somebody's skull.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
Money changes people. The board probably offered Harlow a lot of money.
I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits.
I think you're better than that, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, boss. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Anytime, Felix.